I think becoming a father. I mean, obviously that's not golf related, but you know, I feel like everything kind of fell into place when I became a dad. You know, just everything had a lot more balance in my life, a lot more perspective. Appreciated things a little bit more, and it obviously helped my golf. So, obviously, my biggest accomplishment in golf was winning both money titles last year and getting to #1. So, yeah, it's a good couple of things to choose from.
Were you with Diane when she gave birth?
Both times, yeah.
Both times. I'm going to ask you to kind of share what it's like when you see that happening for the first time, the baby comes out. And the reason for it is, you know, Ryuji just became a dad. And he was joking all the way through the pregnancy and everything else, you know, jokes like, you know, it's going to be a girl. And you know, he kept teasing Kanai saying, no, it was going to be a boy and so forth. But he spoke about that moment that really changed his life. Like, not to say he made a joke of the pregnancy, because that's not what I mean, but he all of a sudden realized what it was like to be a father when he saw the birth. Right. Can you just talk about that moment?
Yeah, well, until it happens, you know, there's a lot of mixed emotions. I think, as you said, there are times where, you know, look at your belly, or, you know, you're not joking about it, but you're kind of playing it off because you know it's going to be a big deal. And, you know, but there are obviously moments when you're like, geez, this is going to really happen, and, you know, this is a big change. You know, suddenly there's two of us doing whatever we want, whenever we want, you know, going to dinner, you know, jump up in the middle of the night and fly to Vegas if we want, you know, whatever it might be. But suddenly, you know, along comes this child, and, you know, everything changes. Your focus is on this little thing, and you know, it's a pretty special feeling when it comes out. I mean, the first one we didn't find out what the sex was, so we were both convinced we were having a boy, and out came a girl. So there was a little bit of amazement and shock. And our first one was actually 4 weeks early. My wife Diane had preeclampsia and had to get induced early, so it was a little bit of mixed emotions, because 1 minute she's getting a 36-week check, an hour later she's being induced to give birth. So. You know, it was scary, because we thought we had 4 more weeks to prepare, and we didn't. So that was tough. The second one was a little easier, but she took a little longer to go down to the hospital when the contractions started. So the time she got there, they were pretty painful, and she was in a lot of pain. So, you know, there's a lot of mixed emotions, but when that child comes and you finally, you know, gets weighed and everything given back to the mother, that's a special bond there that will never be broken.